Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Fulham. Now, if you remember my pessimism at the end of the previous episode, you're going to wonder what the hell I was talking about, because oh my god, I don't even know what's happened. We've created a monster. We have created a monster. I don't know what we've done, but things are working amazingly. Look at this. We beat Chelsea 5-2 at the Cottage in our first game of the season. Fortunis scored in his debut. Ambrose made it 2 soon after. Eden Hazard made it 3-1 before half-time, and I got a little bit worried. But then Thomas Draga made it 3-1. Not 3-2, 2-1 before half-time. And then Draga made it 3-1 before half-time in this game. It was immense. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Hazard had made it 2-1 for Chelsea, and then Courtois' own goal, followed by Draga. We were 4-1 up against Chelsea at half-time in this game. Kurt Zuma's goal in the second half gave them a bit of hope, but frankly, as you can see, they were nowhere near this game. And Kacaniklic's late goal made it 5-2 to Fulham. You cannot ask for a better opening day than that. That was superb. Nice to see Fortunis getting on the score sheet. You can see our lineup here. Trippier, Ambrose, Byrne, Yulsgaard, Zuccolini, Mariga, Fortunis, Odegaard, and Emil Larsson. So I actually did choose, in the end, to play Odegaard in the middle, just to see if there was a reason why he was being quick-picked there. I'm still not entirely convinced. I did bring on Draga, and he played quite well. He obviously scored a goal, as did Kacaniklic. And the reason I brought Draga on, of course, was because of the injury here to Emil Larsson, which meant I shifted Odegaard out. So it actually did kind of help in a way that he was already on the pitch, saved me a substitution. We then had Arsenal away in the Premier League, and obviously you remember we drew 1-1 with them at Craven Cottage in the league in the last day of last season, and we somehow managed to repeat that here, taking the lead yet again through Thomas Draga with his second league goal in 2 games, already straight off the mark, doing what Draga does best. Alexis Sanchez scored for them, but we did manage to hang on, and we weren't as good as Arsenal in this game, just as we were on the final day of the season, but we managed to once again escape with a draw, and that was great, because that gave us 4 points from games I didn't think we'd get any from. Then we found ourselves in the League Cup against Port Vale, and I played pretty much an entirely changed side. I think the only player that stayed was Yulsgaard, yeah. So it was Rernau in goal, Trash, Casasola, Spiridonidis actually got himself a game, Yulsgaard, Tunnicliffe, Lucci, Fortunis actually played as well, Eisfeld, Chihi of all people, who I believe his last appearance probably was in last year's League Cup, and then Paco Alsalsa. I keep saying Alsalsa. I don't know, Alcacer or Alsacer, I don't know. So if you know how to pronounce his name, feel free to tell me, because I would like to say it right, and it's a little bit confused. It's annoying me at the moment. I might have to look it up. He got us a goal as well, along with Emil Larsson later on, but Michael Brown, in typical Michael Brown style, was also sent off for Port Vale. I didn't know Michael Brown was still playing. I cannot believe he's still playing. How old is Michael Brown now? 38 years old and is still clogging up the lower divisions. And I mean clogging. Or clodding, rather. He's just, yeah. He was a dirty player. Next up, we moved on to Manchester United. Now, we beat them 2-0 at home last season, which was a massive shock. And this season, well, we thought, we liked that so much, we did it again. I cannot believe it. Thomas Draga, 3-3 now for him. He scored in every single league game for us. And Costas Fortounis gets himself another goal. He's looking good. This he can cross, he can finish, he can head. He's a big guy, he's pacey. I like him a lot. I think we're building ourselves quite a team this season. I genuinely do. And I'm very, very pleased with how things are going. Look at how much we dominated Manchester United. And it's not a weak Man United side. De Gea, Fletcher, Jones, Evans, a guy called Muru, I don't know who he is, Carrick, Romero, I don't know who he is, Jordi Classy, of course, plays for Man United in this save, Juan Mata, Angel Di Maria, Van Persie, Hernandez, Valencia, Chris Smalling. They do seem a little bit weak on this game, Man United, even though they've got that. There's still a few world-class players, but they don't feel as formidable, and it's clearly showing away from home. They did sack Van Gaal at the end of last season. I'm not sure who their manager is these days. Who is the manager of Man United? It is Guus Hiddink. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. They won the league back then, but it's just slipped. 3rd place. I think they were 5th last season. Obviously, still better than they did in real life, but not good when you consider the sort of players that they've got in this team. So that was surprising. I'm baffled by our start to the season, frankly. We find ourselves sitting 3rd in the league. Newcastle have won 3 out of 3, and QPR mainly owe that position to the fact that they thumped Everton 6-0. And I cannot believe how they did that, but they did. Draga is joint top scorer in the Premier League as well, which is absolutely fantastic to see. I'm just going to take you over to look at our stats for these first few games, even though there's not a great deal to say. Only Costas Fortounis and Julesgaard have played in all 4 games. Top goal scorer obviously is Draga, but Fortounis has got himself 2. Mitroglu's yet to score, which isn't great to see. Top assists, though, he has got himself 2 assists. Trippier and Julesgaard are also supplying assists left, right and centre. Julesgaard looking like he might be able to get back to some of that form he showed in the Championship 2 seasons ago. We'll see. Player of the Match awards, well, Mitroglu does have one, Trippier has one, but surprisingly, Draga has yet to find one. Pass rating? Well, that is Scott Parker. Obviously, he's made one substitute appearance and was pretty decent with that. Out of the rest of them, Larson and Mariga, pretty much. Draga not doing too bad either. Average rating, Ambrose probably the best out of the players that have actually played with a 7.57. That's huge, but obviously that will go down a bit once we start playing some games this year. Now, I'm not really sure what else there is to talk about. Let's have a look at our season objectives, in fact. So our season objective in the Premier League is to finish mid-table. Because it got us a little bit more transfer budget. Originally, we were actually still asked to survive relegation, which was slightly odd. FA Cup, 5th round this season, which is what we did last year, but we were only expected to reach the 4th round last year, so hopefully we'll get a kind tie. Capital One Cup, we were supposed to get into the 4th round. Now, I can tell you that we beat Port Vale and we've got Walsall away at the Vescot in the next round, so I'm pretty certain that even with a slightly weakened side, we can go out and get the win and get ourselves through to the 4th round of the League Cup. It was the 4th round, wasn't it? Not the 5th round. No, 4th round, so I think we can complete that objective. Maybe we can go on a cup run this year, who knows. We do still have a little bit of transfer money left over. It's not a huge amount, it's relatively few. It's £1 million and sort of 24 grand on wages. Now, this is because I was trying to sign a guy called Bamba, I can't remember his name. There was a guy that we were trying to sign. It was one of these agent offers, but actually was a decent player. Which, it's going to annoy the crap out of me now. I hate that you can't see your failed transfer signings. That is an annoyance. Basically, he played for SK Brann in Denmark or Norway, and he looked like quite a young player, but unfortunately we couldn't even get a work permit for him because he's actually from the Ivory Coast, and you know how it is, which was annoying. But yeah, so there's that. That is the team we are playing at the moment, or it's the lineup we used in our last game. Pretty much the same kind of lineup I showed you before, but with the addition of Thomas Draga in the middle. We've got a damn good side this year, and with our tactic now really starting to become... It's getting there. I genuinely think that we could challenge for 7th place this year, maybe have a cup run. I would like to try and qualify for Europe this year if I can. That would be amazing, and we'd be doing a lot better than I ever expected to do. It's very strange. Things we are doing are actually working. The signings are looking good. I'm hoping Zuccolini can be as good as I think he can, because I genuinely think he could be a world-class player for us. Perhaps not for any other team, but I think for us, he could be a mainstay. The sort of player that could be at this club for the next 10 seasons, genuinely. Obviously, our series won't be able to go on that long, because Football Manager 15 will have come out by then. And it's a shame, we will have to move on to another rebuilding series, but we will be doing one. I won't be telling you who we're going to be rebuilding just yet. I'll announce that when we do our first look video, when I get my beta of Football Manager 15, because I'm literally just going to download it, or however it comes, download that beta, get it on, and just start recording, basically. So you can have my first look at it the same time as I do. And I will, of course, talk about what's going to be coming up in that video, and who and what series we're going to be trying to do in Football Manager 15, because I've got lots of ideas, but I need to talk about what they're going to be, and I need to think about how we're going to do them, because there's a lot still to be done. In the next episode, you'll join us at the end of September, and it might be quite a short episode, that one, because it is just the 3 games. It is West Brom, Newcastle, 4 games, sorry. West Brom, Newcastle, Walsall in the Cup, and also we have Bournemouth, who are a Premier League side now and have started pretty well. So it will be another short one, relatively like this, but maybe even shorter, who knows. We will show some highlights in that one, I think, just to try and spice things up a little bit. I'm debating whether or not to show highlights, because sometimes it makes the video go a bit funny. My computer's not quite capable of handling that and recording at the same time. I have tried it. It doesn't quite work very well. So what I might do is show you the highlights if there were some exceptionally good goals in the game that I feel need to be shown, because I want to brag about how good they were, or some bullshit goals that were scored against us. That's kind of the way I'm going to do it now, because it just makes things a little bit easier. If I can get myself into a new computer and stuff, then not only will there be highlights, but there'll actually be full live comms in every episode, hopefully. That is the plan anyway, but only time will tell whether I'll be able to do that. No, in fact, I will be able to do that. Only time will tell how quickly I'm able to do that. So, I will join you guys at the end of September. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button. If you like it even more than that, hit the big old subscribe button. And until next time, bye-bye.